Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad, and I'm back. I took a few weeks off, had a very nice vacation, but now it's time to talk about some fall weather because we are now heading into the month of October. Now, of course, this is Saturday and we have a lot of college football games around. If you're planning on tailgating this weekend, well, it's going to be warm across most of the U.S., especially points east of the Rockies. Temperatures generally in the 70s. Well, it looks like we're going to see 80s and possibly some 90s with the exception of the extreme northeast. But then it looks like you will be warming up for next week. But points west of the Rockies, it's going to be chilly and fairly unsettled for you. For Sunday, it warms up even a little bit more. Once again, 80s and 90s throughout most of the eastern half of the country, but certainly well below normal for the Rockies and points west. Now, as far as precipitation is concerned, well, there's a little bit of rain. This is for Saturday up in the upper Great Lakes for some of you games up there, but nothing really all that heavy. The activity again off into the Rockies, and yes, we'll be talking about snow. There could be snow in the air over the weekend for the Central Rockies. Now, of course, down in Florida, few games down there, it looks like it's going to be fairly on the wet side. Sunday, once again, snow in the air in the Central Rockies, but most of the country will be fairly dry with the exception of Florida. Once again, you're going to be somewhat on the soggy side. Now, we're still into hurricane season, and looking out into the tropics, we have several areas of disturbed weather, but right now nothing is pushing its way towards the continental United States, so it looks like it's going to be fairly quiet for the next several days, and that's certainly some good news. Talk about the first week of October. This is the National Weather Service 6 to 10 day outlook. You can see here everything east of the Rockies well above normal for next week. Everything west of the plains, well, certainly well below normal for next week. Precipitation wise, well, where those two meet, the very warm temperatures and very cold temperatures is the battleground, and that's where we're going to see quite a bit of precipitation right there in the central U.S., and it's still going to be somewhat unsettled west of the Rockies. That's your weekend outlook. I'll be back on Tuesday with another weather classroom. Until then, I'm George, the Weather Dad.